Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of Earth. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, it is simply purgatory. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. If this is coffee, please bring me some tea, but if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. I like to see a man live so that his place will be proud of him. I remember my mother's prayers and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. We should be too big to take offense and too noble to give it. Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. If once you forfeit the confidence of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their respect and esteem. Common-looking people are the best in the world. that is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. When you have got an elephant by the hind legs and he is trying to run away, it's best to let him run. I pass my life in preventing the storm from blowing down the tent, and I drive in the pegs as fast as they are pulled up. If you think you can slander a woman into loving you, or a man into voting for you, try it till you are satisfied. I have talked with great men, and I do not see how they differ from others. I am like a man so busy in letting rooms in one end of his house, that he can't stop to put out the fire that is burning the other. I have great respect for the semicolon. It is a mighty handy little fellow. The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person. Among the friends of union, there is great diversity of sentiment and of policy in regard to slavery and the African race among us. If I like a thing, it just sticks after once reading it or hearing it. The point, the power to hurt, of all figures lies in the truthfulness of their application.